Meh, knew would have come to you because figured why not? I'm bored and had an idea. So because I don't want to do it in Gotham, this is what if Deku was the son of well, obviously Joker and Harley Quinn. Now, what I mean by that is instead of what's the name? They I'd say a portal would open up and they'd be teleported to the world of My Hero instead of My Hero being in the same world as Marvel because it would make sense, but it wouldn't because then you'd have kids running around being like super fucking like Superboy and shit. So that's why I'm not doing it in I said Marvel in DC. I'm not about to have like Superboy running around and shit. Could it be? It could be. I mean, it's easy to have like Superboy and shit running around, but nah, figure that out. So how to start is I'm gonna start with Joker and Harley Quinn. Now in the beginning, Joker and Harley Quinn would, you know, they, they'd be just relaxing, plotting on how to, destroy Gotham. Well, Joker would be like getting, Joker is like he's getting Batman's attention. So Joker's planning that. Harley thinks she's planning on like killing Batman again when it isn't that. So, what else would there be? So, actually, yeah, I got this. So, like, as they're planning, a weird phenomenon would happen. I'd say due to a clash between All for One and All Might, both at their primes, would nah, that wouldn't make sense because then that would make them fucking like you not universal, but you know what I'm trying to say. It would make them down there planetary, which they aren't. So I'm gonna say, matter of fact, no. I have a like it's an atom theory that what's the name came up with? What was the name? Stephen Hawking. Basically, they something happened. Like someone did a particle. I forget what it's called. A particle something, and then it was done, and it exploded basically, causing what's the name? Causing fucking like a portal to open up, transferring what's the name, them to an alternate dimension. Now, after them two were transferred into an alternate dimension, they landed in the world of My Hero. And when I landed, I mean like legit, like they were falling and splashed into the water, fucking up. What's the name? It's makeup and what's the other thing? What's that? Yeah, so they land. And Joker would be like, Harley, what the heck? I was about to say I can't say that word, but I was about to say the other one, and I just like had to stop that midway. And they look at God, I say Gotham. They look at Japan and be like, Harley, where the woo, that was close. Harley, where the hell are we? And she like, I don't know, Mister J. I can't, I can't. I don't know, Mister J. Aw, Mister J. Oh, that's so dumb. I don't know, Mister J. As long as the Bats isn't here, which he isn't. I'm gonna say that now. So, like, they like walk in. Yeah. Upon further inspection, they can see that they're not wanted. It's basically like a start a new life. So Joker with no Batman, like you would think he'd still do like the evil shit. I mean, he could. It just depends. I mean, he could launch the whole fucking Japan in the like into a Gotham like state, which I was planning on doing. Matter of fact, yeah, let's go with that timeline. Let's go with this one. So upon seeing that, he gets the evil smile on his face as he, like, it's been, I'm gonna say it's been days and days have passed, and he gets into the criminal underground. And before you say anything, how the hell, like, how would Joker do that? It's Joker. Do I need to explain how Joker would do it, or would you, like, do you want to know? Like, do you seriously want to know how he'd do it? Because it's kind of easy. It's Joker. He very smart, deceptively strong, all that. So he'd breach that, and what's his name? With Harley. Well, mainly by himself, but Harley is next to him, and they start getting word around of what's going on and who's the strongest, and yeah, so Joker would figure out that, I mean, we told that All Might is the strongest hero in the region, and upon hearing that, Joker would be like, okay, so I mean, Joker would go to his hideout and be like, okay, so he's not like Batman. So this will be pretty easy. And then he'd start like that evil ass cackle. And like they start to plan on how to, plunge the city into a Gotham like state, which it's not hard to do because this is after that whole fight. So basically, All Might is hurting, and what's his name is hurting. So in the midst of all of that, they spring their plan, and yes, they do have the laughing toxin, but instead of doing that, they like they planted bombs around the city and like knock down skyscrapers and buildings, and basically committing like mass evil atrocities, whatever you want to call it. Thus, like getting well known as Joker and Harley Quinn. And like after all that, that shit they would continue over the years, terrorizing the city and giving like, and because All Might is in his weakened state, still recovering. Like you think Endeavor will help, but he really is trying, but he can't like really do it because Joker is demonic. So basically, over time, like the hero, I mean, I said the heroes, the villains would be beating the heroes back far, and to the point where like the villains are starting to roll over. Villains are starting to roll over instead of heroes, and the city goes into like a Gotham like state that wasn't that he had planned for. Basically, what I mean by Gotham like state, I mean like villains are like dons and stuff, or like many of henchmen and stuff like that. And they split the city into small sections. People were allowed to use quirks, but many heroes will not arise, as the last of the heroes are trying and kind of like losing. And if you are a hero, you are basically gonna basically sentence yourself to a life of like basically trying, and like you just the odds are heavily against you now. And yeah, they plunged the city into how Gotham would be. They wouldn't make it as bad as Gotham because Gotham and Arkham. No wait, no, Arkham and Gotham are two different. Wait, are they the same place? I don't fucking know. I said it. Nah, it's fine. So that would happen, and we're gone. Recording this at like what 6:42 in the morning after like a 4 hour Arkham Night. I mean, like Arkham City stream. It was four and a half, almost five. And so yeah. Uh, so the city would be plunged in there into that, and it would as time go on, Joker's henchmen are smarter than what they were in Arkham, and Joker Harley would do a dance in the midnight blues, two tap tango, not two tap, but you know what I'm trying to say, and dancing around that, and uh, Deku is born. Deku with I'm gonna say he has green blondish hair. It's weird. Like how would I describe it? He has green eyes. Like how Joker has like the green hair, like how what they like he has like the light greenish hair, and he has the blonde tint with it as well. So yeah, and he's born in a Joker hospital. Mind you, they overthrew that shit. Like the government system in Japan for the heroes there is overthrown. It's legit just it's like Gotham. It's like there's like the police can't really do anything. And if they try, it's just not worth it. There's no Commissioner Gordon. There's no Barbara. There's no Batman. No Robins. The funny thing is, I was gonna like do a Ra's al Ghul one because I figured that would be a cool one. So I might do that later on. I'm not sure, but none of that. Just straight villains. So yeah, he would be, that could be born into the world, and from a young age, he is exposed to many things considering it's obviously Joker and Harley Quinn. I'm not saying like it's gonna be dark for him, but it's more like it's to be expected. I'm not saying like Joker is just gonna like do some really fluky stuff. Wow, me dancing around demonetization is really like funny and really stupid. I'm dancing around this thing like I'm doing ballet. I'm just tiptoeing in the Jordans at this point. I did not just make who. I know no one in my chat listens to Riff Raff. If you do, and you actually said that, and realize what I just said, it's from ridiculousness. Like that's why I said it. I never listen to Riff Raff. You listen to Riff Raff, that's your preference, but he is so garbage. He is trash. Just legit tiptoeing in my Jordans. I'm just saying this now. Riff Raff is garbage. Please don't say you should listen to this or this. No. If you bring it to anyone that I really do not care about listening to, please don't. Like you can try to like say, oh, you should listen to this rapper, or this one. I have my own taste in music. That being said, please, if anyone like goes into my comment section and lists off like a song I should put like an intro or something, I probably will or won't, depending on if I like the song or if I even go to the song. Cause I be busy during the day. Not saying doing what, but yeah, I be busy. But yeah, he's born and he's taught the ropes. Not taught the ropes, but Harley's taking care of him. Harley laid off the let's see, how do I say this? Nah, I'm not even gonna talk about that. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm dancing around that. Even though it's 18 plus, hopefully, I'm gonna just list it as that. No, I won't, because then like people think, oh, 18 plus is this, and I'm talking about this. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not even gonna list it as 18 plus. I'm gonna say she laid off the. I'm gonna say pharmaceuticals, just because she wasn't popping. She wasn't popping. What's the name? The perch from Black Ops. When you need to feel big and strong, reach for Juggernaut tonight. Oh yeah, that Titan serum. That was stupid. That was legit Juggernaut on crack. I don't care. But yeah, Deku was born, and I mean, Joker's taking care of him, but it's more like focusing on his territory. It's not even a funny thing is Joker don't even like be fiending like that for territory. He just like somehow gets his hands on stuff. And even in this one, he isn't hounding for territory, but his goons, however, are like doing that. Like what I mean, his goons are. I mean, like there's a small section of them that are under Deku, and it's like adults that are like agree to like be under him. I'd say it's probably like for plot convenience, Bakugo, and I feel like no. Here's some people who are gonna be under Deku from canon: Bakugo, Mina, Momo. Ida will try to be a hero. Let's be honest here. Uh, Toga obviously is gonna be under Deku. People in the comments, but Toga should be a ship. I don't care about ships no more. Like they can happen if I feel like it should, but I'm not enforcing a ship on the story unless it's already there and already said is gonna happen. So yeah, like that's the people under him, and like they're all kids, same age, but Joker and their parents put on the line like, yeah, you guys are under him. You're not like friends. I mean, you can be, but he is, like above you in terms of standing in the Joker, in the Joker stuff. And being kids, they wouldn't understand that. But as they grew older, because he had a time skip, they started to understand as Deku, like was growing his reputation in the world as being called what would be a good name for Deku? It wouldn't be Deku because he's not useless. I figured his name would be like a mixture of Harley Quinn and Joker. Hmm. I feel like his name would be Spade weirdly. Because a Joker is top of the deck, and a Harley Quinn is basically the same thing. They're the same card. No, wait. What would his name be then? Harley Quinn and Joker. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, he starts getting known as his popularity grows, and his small group would take over territory, not take over territories, but push back other rival, what's the name, villain groups. Because how I'm doing this is there's different things and different factions. Poison Ivy exists here, and that's fine, girl. So that's the funny thing. And she isn't by. The funny thing, she isn't my God, be my witness in the vines. She's more of how Poison Ivy is, just not Arkham. What's the name? Asylum. I hated Arkham Asylum Poison Ivy. I really hate her. It was so dumb. Uh, what else? Because I think I'm gonna explain how everything is. Because she owned that a territory that's in the forest. And the Wild Wild Pussycats and all of them would be there. Like anyone with the forest quirk. So Tetsuyu would be around there. What's the name? Hmm. Monoma and basically, Dark Shadow would be in the forest as well, just because I feel like he should be, and he'd be messing with this quirk. Uraraka, Uraraka would be an errand girl. Before you say anything, oh, but wouldn't she be a villain? No, she's too soft to. I mean, she could if she put her mind to it, but she's too soft to. So she's more like an errand girl under what's the name? Under I forget what group, but yeah. I need to think more of the groups, but I think I'm gonna stop this here. Is it's gonna be a short one. Obviously, it's 20 minutes after I get done talking. And I know it's supposed to be longer. I usually would do it longer, but I need to think about this more. I need to think of plot. I just wanted to get the beginning out the way and see how people are feeling about this. I was gonna do another what if and then another what if, and but yeah, peace.